All right, well, first of all, got to give Stanford a lot of credit. Thought Troy and his staff did an excellent job getting those guys ready to play. They came out with an entirely new defense, new scheme. Gave us problems. Not something that we spent a lot of time preparing for. And again, you got to give those guys a ton of credit for doing that. And I thought they did a great job of game planning and putting their players in a position to win the football game. So hats off to Stanford. And like I said, I thought their guys played hard. I thought they played smart. Thought they played disciplined and kind of like you would expect Stanford to play. Us, we were fortunate. Anytime you go on the road and you make some of the mistakes that we made, typically you get beat. And so really proud of this football team for sticking with it, just keeping their head down and continuing to play hard and grinding through it, because there was some moments where it didn't look particularly good. But like I said, really proud of the effort. And we talked a lot about being tough, mentally tough, and I thought we were. We got down, guys never blinked. When we had to get stops defensively, we got them. When we had to score touchdowns at the end on offense, we scored touchdowns. But I thought we played physical. Talked to the guys about playing physical, and I thought we did that. We were able to run the ball better as the game went along. I thought we got a little bit more physical at the point of attack, but we didn't play very disciplined. You think about it. First drive of the game, I think, was kind of the way the night went. We were off the field twice on third down. 2 penalties to keep the drive alive, and Stanford went down and scored. Had a long quarterback scramble. And so we made some critical mistakes that typically get you beat. So we were fortunate to win, and again, credit our guys for sticking with it and making plays and doing what they had to do to win.
Some of those mistakes, and you just kind of attribute that to first-hand jitters? Or?
Yeah, I think so. You know what's funny? I think this team was really ready to play. I don't know that I've had a team that was more focused and excited to play an opener, certainly in a long time. And these guys, I think because of that, we might have played a little tight early. You know what I mean? And I think probably tried to do a little too much early. And as the game went on a little bit, you could tell we got a little frustrated. But I thought our guys were, like I said, really mentally tough and just fought through it, kept their head down. So a lot of things we got to get fixed. We got down the red zone and turned the ball over. We had opportunities to kind of pull away, and we just couldn't make plays. And typically, again, when you do that, normally you don't win the game.
That's Josh's performance, especially in the drive.
Good. Yeah, I don't know how many drops we had. We had a bunch of drops. I bet we had 5-6 drops. I thought he was accurate. Thought he made good decisions throwing the football. Thought he seemed calm and poised. There's some decisions that we got to get cleaned up a little bit. Some times where run pass options, we ran the ball, or when we should have thrown it, or threw it when we should have run it. But I thought, for a guy that hasn't started that many football games, when things got tough, I thought he got better. So I was encouraged by that.
First part, what went into the decision to start Jack at the outside receiver, just obviously in the break game? What we thought?
Yeah, we'd had some guys banged up. We had Dalen had kind of got banged up at the end of camp. We weren't sure if he was going to be available. Jojo Earl was kind of banged up as well. We weren't sure if he was going to be available. So for us, it was just trying to get the best guys on the field. We felt like Jack was could have a game like he had tonight. He's just that kind of guy. And the more he plays, the more opportunities he has to catch the ball, the more opportunities he has to make plays. He does it. And so, he's just a guy that Josh really counts on and believes in. So we felt like, 4 or 5 days ago that we would go ahead and make that move. And he came in and, for a guy that hadn't played that position a lot, he really played well.
Sonny, welcome back to the Bay.
Thank you.
I had you for 3 years at Cal.
Yes, sir.
And Jared. Can you highlight 3 plays for me, please? The first touchdown from Hoover to Savion, in the corner.
Yeah.
Also, the deep ball that he hit in the first half, that didn't lead to a touchdown, but led to a field goal. And the third play is Cam scoring the last touchdown, all effort. Let's talk about those three plays.
The first one, was just a great matchup. Savion is a guy that obviously we count on, and especially we were really trying to get him involved in the game early, and he made a bunch of plays early in the game and finished that drive off. And Josh did a really good job of getting the ball out on time, and the ball got out there so quick that the defender was trying to play Savion, and Savion had an opportunity to play the ball, so that was that. The long was the kind of post route to Besh. Really good throw, typical of a Josh Hoover throw. Had to throw it over somebody and under the safety, and was a real accurate throw. And as you said, we kind of wasted that opportunity a couple of times in the red zone. We got to get better, red zone offense. And then touchdown to Cam. It was a heck of a run. They blitzed right into where we were running the ball. He had to cut it all the way back, wind it back, and did a great job getting it in the end zone. And, we didn't want to get into a situation right there where we had to kick a field goal or something, so we needed to score. That was obviously a heck of a run and a great effort. And thought our offensive line picked it up pretty good. They blitzed and stunted right into it. And it was a heck of a cut and a great effort play.
Marcel's been through a lot here at TCU.
Yeah.
Just how great as a coach do you feel to see him have this been?
It's fantastic. He's a guy that has been through a lot. He's had injuries. I just really love that kid. I just love him. He loves being part of this team. This team means the world to him. Just really proud of him for hanging in there and sticking it out. And it's great to see him make a play. He's one of those guys that just he's overcome so much. It's really rewarding when you get to see him make a big play, get a sack like he did tonight. It's awesome.
We'll go 2 more questions.
Sonny, can you talk about how the new communication system worked? Did you find that to be beneficial?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was really good. If you look at college football, the scoring's lower. It's lower scoring games. It's more one-score games, the opening weekend. People are huddling more, because of the communication systems. And so the number of series that each team has really, those numbers have dropped dramatically. And so it really puts an onus on you offensively. You have to execute at a really high level. You can't mess up possessions like we did. You can't get down the red zone and not score. You can't get down the red zone and turn the ball over. You can't get down the red zone and kick field goals. And if you do that, you're going to run out of possessions. You're not going to have a chance to win the game. I think college football is changing. I really do believe that. I think that, again, you look at these competitive games, a lot of them are fewer possessions and much closer one-score games. And so I think, we're going to have to play more disciplined. As the season goes along, we can't afford to get those penalties that hurt us today. We can't afford to turn the ball over like we did, particularly in the red zone. We've got to execute better when we get down there. But again, you got to give Stanford a lot of credit. They showed us some looks, some short yardage looks, some red zone looks, and the defense really that we haven't seen before.
Last one.
Sonny, third time here.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You did not win here.
No.
With
We
Cal.
never played a competitive game here.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was at Cal. So it's nice to win. Nice to come here and win. And I got a lot of respect for this university and the football program and the players and Coach Taylor. And I think they're gonna be a football team. They really do. I think they did a really good job, like I said earlier, putting their players in position to win a football game tonight. So we were fortunate to win. It's good to get that monkey off my back. Always nice to visit the Bay Area, but I'm glad I'm getting on a plane going home.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Okay, thank you.
We'll have Josh Hoover next.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.